Stomach. Do you find anything to...
It's gone.
Yeah?
Yeah. I finally have been prescribed the right stomach medicine after 6 years of being in constant pain. Finally, I haven't had a stomach problem for like over a year now. Yeah.
Did they finally figure out what it was, or did they just finally...
No, they never figured out what it was. I mean, most gastrointestinal doctors don't know anything about the stomach diseases. They just have a PhD, you know, available, except for this one last one that's brand new, and it finally worked. And it can't be, what do you call that? I mean, it isn't...
Placebo?
What?
Placebo?
No. No, it can't be, just call a stomach problem, and they just say, oh, you have irritable bowel syndrome, but I can't fix it, you know. I don't have anything to fix it, but, you know, there's just a variety of ulcer medicines that can slow down ulcers, you know, and eventually heal them. But I didn't have an ulcer. I just had a red irritation in my stomach.
I want to go through some your memories from the videos that you've made from shooting them. And actually, the only thing that I've heard in interviews say any kind of disappointment about any of them was Smells Like Teen Spirit. And that not turn out to be exactly what you thought.
I come up with an idea for a video. I want it to be translated exactly how I see it in my mind, and it just wasn't that way. I mean, we didn't want it, you know. It looked like a Time Life commercial to me, you know, with that backdrop. It just looked like such a contemporary, you know those kind of commercials where people are sitting there, you know, trying to sell aspirin or something, or, you know, an AT&T commercial. That's what it looked like to me. It looked too contemporary, but still, the kids made the video, you know.
Crowd stuff, you mean, and the kids going crazy?
Yeah. There wasn't really a lot of that, and most of the stuff that was used looked really contrived. There was no spontaneity in it, so I just threw all the spontaneous parts in.
You did a couple with Kevin Kerslake. What was now the only? I guess the blues and the purples and your faces being distorted was the only thing you really wanted from Come As You Are. Is that true, or was it? Or the biggest things that you were concerned with that?
Yeah, those are the biggest things. And it's really good. It's great to work with somebody that can come up with their own ideas too, and just surprise you, you know, and not only come up with the same exact vision that you had, translate that, and then throw in their own ideas. Yeah.
How long do you have to swing from the chandelier?
Quite a few hours. Yeah.
The lithium was originally going to be a pretty elaborate...
That's my mind, you know, and it was just, you know, it was just put on the back burner, but we're still working on it.
That'd be cool. Have you seen that Tool video?
You know, oh God, I hope they get sued.
You did a great job ripping them off, but it is so...
It is such a rip-off. It's a shameless rip-off. I mean, I wanted a Brothers Quay style, but I didn't want anything like that, you know. That was terrible. I mean, it's a neat video. It's really nice to look at, but in the People's Court. He's the MC, or whatever you would call him. He's the guy that talks to the people after they win or lose, you know. He interviews them.
Yeah.
It was my idea to come up with that. I thought I want to do I wanted something that looked like it was off of live television from the late 50s or early 60s, and I thought the best way to do it, instead of trying to reproduce I don't remember ever seeing that Elvis thing, but I think, God, what was the story about that? I think it was just that, you know.
That's why I asked. It seemed like an odd... Now, was Sliver supposed to... I know that was done in your garage or something?
Yeah.
Your basement? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that... I don't know, maybe...
It turned out that it looks a lot like my old apartment in Olympia, because I used... I had moved all my stuff. I had my my entire apartment, all the stuff from my apartment from Olympia, stored in a storage space for the last 2 years, and I brought it up to the house when we moved into Seattle last year. Everything up exactly how I had it in my apartment in Olympia. It's just weird deja vu to see that.
How did Francis
All of us dancing around and throwing things, you know. We shot us dancing around, and then we put her down, and then like just drop paper around her or nothing. But we just didn't think he would like us at the time or something. I don't know.
The first thing that I thought of when I heard that he was producing it was just trying to think of the way you guys sound with Surfer Rosa. And I just
Big sound for us, because when I heard Surfer Rosa, I thought that's exactly how I want my band to sound. That's how I've always wanted our band to sound, but we've never been able to capture that sound.
Records, the vocals are right up there, and they're really, really loud, and they're one of the most prominent things in the records, but the criticism that he's gotten is that the vocals are always too low.
I agree. I think almost every album I've heard him produce, that he's produced, always has the vocals too quiet. He's not much of a vocal man.
Why was Scott Litt brought in? It was just the 2 songs, right? All Apologies and...
Yeah. It's yeah.
Also, for the first time on this record, you know, you guys are officially credited and are officially writing things. I know you guys had you came with the sort of the guts of the song, and you always built it up and sort of put it together as you know, a band. They're actually credited, but did Dave come up with the riff for Sons of Apprentice?
Yeah, he did. He came up with the that part and the drum part.
You looking at? I hope that happens a little more in the future, or is it?
Yeah, sure. I'm open for relieving when she's on tour with us. Everyone loves to have her around. I don't know, since I haven't had a stomach problem and I've had a child and I'm married now, you know, I mean, I'm sure I'm a lot easier to deal with, you know. I'm not as grumpy as I used to be. So, I don't know, I just think our morale is at its best right now, you know.
Saying he was happy that you had one take. First one.
Yeah. Well, good, then they can start babysit to have everyone read the lyrics for this album, because although no one wants to believe it, I went out of my way to not put very much of my personal life into it.
Paul Westerberg. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Can we pitch change it?
Yeah.
Okay. Marcy, maybe it's a little more.
Paul Westerberg was saying once where okay. So tell us about this book. How'd you get to know Michael Azerrad, and how'd the whole Come As You Are book?
Oh, he did the Rolling Stone cover story. I guess that's what I could say. Also, there was just so many misconceptions.
I talked to him a couple of months ago, and he was very keen to make sure that it was understood that it was with the cooperation of Nirvana and not the authorized biography.
Oh yeah, I mean we had absolutely no control over editing anything. He let me read it right before it went to print.
Thinking, well, now he can concentrate more on singing. I was thinking you'd be playing the rhythm parts and they'd be playing the leads that you play, but you're still playing the leads.
Hey, shut up! Who is that? Oh. What was the question now?
I thought when I had heard about having the second guitar player, I had assumed you'd stick just with simple rhythm stuff so that you could sing easier, but you're still playing the leads.
Yeah, well, that's because I know the leads, and well, actually I don't. A lot of times it's just something we've been wanting for a while, you know. Yeah, I think of it as, you know, because it's based on his story and I'm just doing an accompaniment, you know.
Thank you.
All right, let's hit up the mighty.
Turn that